the rent. 7% won't pay 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 the rent.
So what's happening right now today? All of you who TA the classes, all of you who do research in the labs, you run the university.
The United Auto Workers labor strike that began on November 14th is the largest in the University of California's history and the second academic worker strike to occur at UC Santa Cruz in the last 3 years. Striking workers are withholding grades, instruction duties, and research until the UC offers them an acceptable contract that includes an increase of employment benefits and a livable base salary. Although the academic researcher and postdoctoral researcher bargaining teams in UAW 5810 reached tentative agreements with the UC, negotiations are still ongoing with the academic student employees and student researchers of UAW 2865 and UAW Student Researchers United.
We want to win childcare that reflects how much childcare actually costs. We do not want international students to have to pay non-resident tuition to work here. And graduate workers, TAs, student researchers, we want $54,000 a year.
Some people have had to drop out of the programs just because they can't afford it. Some people have to commute hours away so they can, afford to live comfortably and come to school here.
On November 29th, a tentative agreement was reached between the University of California and bargaining teams representing postdocs and academic researchers, who make up 12,000 of the 48,000 striking workers. This tentative agreement included substantial improvements in both pay and benefits, but it remains unclear if academic student employees and student researchers will be presented with similar improvements. As a result of demands not being met, classes across all 9 undergraduate UC campuses have been affected, with many canceled or moved to Zoom or off-campus locations.
We have the same interest as the undergrads, which is we want lower tuition, lower rent, higher salaries, smaller class sizes. That's to say the learning conditions, right, of the undergrads are our working conditions. So they're going to have TAs that are committed, TAs that have experience. You won't have the same kind of insane TA shortage that there is right now also.
We're the ones that are running this place. We're the ones that are bringing in the grant money from the research that we publish, right? We're the ones that are teaching the students. We're the ones that are running all the discussion sections and grading and all that, right?
Many of the strikers are also raising children while contributing to the university. UCSC has a daycare on campus to assist them, but it lacks the capacity to service the demand of families. When looking for other solutions, many use the child care reimbursement program offered by the school, but is it sufficient?
So initially, when our daughter was born, we had to depend on my parents for daycare. So we would have to drop her off every week at the Bay Area. So we would drive back and forth. And we actually, just because we didn't want to pay for gas every single day, we left her there with my parents for a week, so we would miss bonding time with her. So we missed some time with her as she was little.
The issue of rent burden, or spending 30% or more of your income on rent alone, hits heavy in Santa Cruz, where the cost of rent has increased 67% since 2018. Across the UC, 90% of academic student employees and over 70% of postdoctoral students are rent burdened.
The numbers don't lie. The rent is too damn high and the pay is too damn low.
One of the most contentious demands made by the strikers is a cost of living adjustment, informally known as a COLA, the inclusion of which has been continuously debated by the bargaining team.
It's a ruthless housing situation in the city of Santa Cruz, and everybody here knows it, and everybody here experiences it. And Santa Cruz is the worst. It's the second most expensive city in the country now, right?
While this is the largest strike that the UC system has ever seen, UC Santa Cruz has a history of strikes surrounding COLA. Most recently, 2020 saw a wildcat strike, which was brought on after the withholding of fall quarter grades did not result in a COLA being offered to the grad students.
I think that with 48,000 graduate workers across the UC system, it's much more feasible than it was in the winter of 2020 with a single campus and an illegal strike.
part of why I want to be a professor is making academia more accessible. I could have decided to leave academia and pursue industry, but I want to be here again for the future generations. I want to make a difference that keeps me going.
That day will come, that promised day will come when there's no person in power ruling all over us. Let revolution win.
I see hope in the future that we're going to make huge improvements. We're going to get huge wins.
हम देखे